Hey everyone, with you Elena Litvinova, and in this video we will study how create a server-side application with client-side and make it quite easy, and we'll add a small architecture there, so routing between two pages, and we just try to do that. We will use React NodeJS, Express under the hood, and Razzle, and everything here we will study. We also will study differences between builders like Razzle and Vite, NextJs, and other which you can know, and of course webpack as a base of a builder, and everything of that we will do in this video. We will live coding, so I also will put in description under this video link to GitHub, and you will be able to go and download and look at if you will have any problems, and just try to do that. But before, of course, not forget to subscribe on this channel, press bell icon, and go. Okay, in this video we will create a server-side application. It means that we will have server, which will be Node.js with Express, and client. As a client we will use React and React Router, just these two libraries. And we will use Razzle as a builder. And of course have introduction in what is Razzle is, yes? So Razzle is built modern JavaScript application. I also put a link to the description, to the documentation, from zero to production. And there are different builders which you can know. For example, create React App. It is ViteJs, it is NextJs, or for example webpack, or gulp. For mostly I look on gulp like for static site rendering, for static websites. But anyway, there are a lot of different builders. And why Razzle? I just try to explain. For example, if you use webpack or gulp, you need to study everything quite deep and understand and do everything step by step, and you at the end will have quite flexible application. So it means that if you need to change anything, you have different requests from your customers, you need to minify another way, CSS, JavaScript, and etc, put icons, you write your own library, and etc. Webpack config you can modify it quite easy, because it's like a base for SPA applications, for example, if you work with, or gulp. You also describe all rules which you need to do for build your application. It is like a basis, webpack, gulp. If you use, for example, create React App or ViteJs or NextJs, it's like a lot of things put inside of this builder. I believe everywhere webpack config there is as well, but you can't touch it directly. You have architecture and structure which you can use, but if for example with NextJS you already have a router there. For example, there is a folder pages, and like you put folders inside of that, and files. You need you use this structure, but you can't be flexible here. For example, change everything, change your architecture. Your product is growing and growing, and you can't change this architecture. And because of that, it became very difficult in one step. Became very difficult on one step to work with builder like that, because a lot of magic under the hood. This also about Vite and create React App. Vite and create React App, I think, more flexible than NextJS, but anyway, if you need really something rebuilt do something really difficult, and this magic one day started to push you. And this is bad. And in the worst case, you need to, rebuild all your application, all your base, and just refactor quite global things. So Razzle help us. It's here, you can read. Razzle is a tool that abstracts all complex configuration needed for both SPA and server-side rendering application, but at the same time, inside of Razzle, there are rewrite webpack config, rewrite jest config, and everything you can rewrite by like you need. And because of that, Razzle is really good. And let's go what Razzle battery pack included. Universal hot model replacement, so both client and server update whatever you make edits. Comes with your favorite ES6, I think 6, yes, comes with the same CSS like Create React App. Here can be an SCSS, SAS, I don't remember exactly all post CSS processors which it suggests. Also, you can use modules there, so everything from here. Work with React, Preact, also this and this. I didn't try it before. Angular, Vue, so you can use different libraries or frameworks from client side. Also, you can customize a config Babel RC and razzle.config.js. It's like webpack.config.js, but it's not the same because there are different options which you can rewrite and also rewrite webpack config. By default, you have Jest test runner setup, Razzle test, so uses Jest. Jest is I think the most popular test framework. So, and as per mode, build client setup with Razzle. Okay, go next. What we will try with you. We start our application with getting started from Razzle and try to create a really simple application, but at the same time with a small architecture which you can use. Okay, go. I actually have two channels. This is English one. I have Russian channel as well. And if, for example, you're Russian and you want to understand this information in your native language, I usually create both videos. And for this video, I also have a Russian version, and you can visit my Russian channel. Okay, let's try do this thing. First of all, getting started, what I need to do, start these commands, and after it will look on what we have. Okay, open console, terminal, and I just need to start this. Of course, you should be aware that NodeJS installed on your computer. For example, I have 18, and here npx YouTube Razzle. And after it, you just start, everything just started to install. And how you see installation modules, everything will be built by you, not by you, by this command. So you don't need install modules after. And let's look what we have here while we're waiting. So we have different commands, npm start, which will start on localhost machine. This project, npm run build, which built your project for production environment. You can also start on localhost production build with this command. Also there is npm test if you want to test, npm export. Here you need to change a little package JSON and add static export JS, because this is for SSG, static site generation. So here you can create a static website. Can you imagine? It's amazing. So, and rs if you want to, just if your application is started and you just need to restart, something is broken or there is any cache, you just start rs, and that's it. So my application is started. We go to YouTube Razzle, npm run, npm start. And I start and I have my first problem, and I didn't find, of course, this problem in the documentation. Because of that, I go into Google and check, and I found that this is because of SSL, and because of it I just added this thing into my project. I open my project, downloads, and there is my my Razzle app, and I just need, before start, to add here additional variable. I decided to do it like that, but there are better ways, for example, to use .env file and put all variables there. So okay, let command s, and after it npm start. Sorry, I saved npm start. It looks like I opened something not right. Oh, rm, sorry, rmrf YouTube. Okay, it's the downloads. Okay, I think that sorry, I just installed this application not in the right way, but it looks that everything is right. I mean, this setup is very I mean, from the beginning, because I just go, this is my Razzle app, it's the my Razzle app. I maybe did it before, so everything is here. Node module is, I believe, installed. Yes, you don't need this command, because when you read here the documentation, you just need to go to the YouTube Razzle, npm start, npm run build, and etc. So npm start again with OpenSSL, and everything works fine. Okay, we go on localhost, and what we have here? We have this page, and this is SSR, because if you look here on HTML, we will see everything, header, everything is here, and this is went from HTML, because this is SSR, not only SP application. Okay, now let's go through the whole what was built. Just go through all files, explain it, and go next to our architecture. Okay, we open package.json. We have different scripts here: start, build, test, which you can start. We have different dependencies. By the way, Axios already installed here. It's for requests, so you can for different requests from client and from servers. This library works good, and I believe because of it was chosen. Here also we have Express for Node.js, React DOM, and React Router DOM. And also we have Bubble preset, webpack DSR. By the way, here we use webpack 4th version. Now there is a 5th version of webpack. So, and I need to update my editor, and I will do it now because I see this highlight already for a long time. Okay, and what's next? Let's go through all these files and study what we have and why we have, yes, and how this application works. So this is package.json. After it, the main important file is index.js. from it everything started. Here we have Express, we have server side, server JS, which is about server. We have model.hot setup. So hot model replacement, it means that you can change your files and you don't need to reload your browser. Also, this project started under port 3000, and so we started here. We import server, we go into server, and what we have in server. In server, the most important file is this. It's Express, so it's not just application. We have a chain on one road, like Express server, and after it we put some description what this server can do. It's quite easy server, so we just put here use static routers, so it's public folder, you can change it. So this folder need for static assets, for example, it's images, favicon, robot.txt, or some basis images which never changed, and you can just attach. You just can use these images, from example, use slash and image, yeah, or something else. And after it, for all requests, all GET requests, we send context and HTML and render up here. And that's it. Let's look what is render up. Render up, here there is a context. Actually, I'm not sure for what we need it here, but how I see for any redirect, for example, and it using static router. We also pass here location. Static router is from React router DOM. And inside we have application, which is React application, proper normal React application. And after it we have template of HTML, so where we have a document, and here we have a CSS link from assets and just string script text from assets. And inside we have root, and here is markup. We render to string this application and have markup inside. Yes. And we return this page to our client side from server side. And this is React application. Yes, I think so. Viewport, or device width, initial scale, and okay. Just script text. Yeah, and so this is our template. And this is server side. On client side, we have also, here we have client. We also import up here React router DOM, and we have hydrate function from React DOM, which actually help for server-side rendering, because when you server-side application, your HTML have to be catched up and transform in React DOM application. And because we use this hydrate, if I understood everything right by the documentation. And inside we have browser router, application, and document get element by ID, so we put it into root. Usually if you don't have server-side rendering, I mean this HTML, this div should be empty, and we just only attach your React application to this root tag. Element, HTML element. Okay, and what next? Client, sorry. And here we attach. We also have here model hot model replacement, and after here we also have here application. And in application we have React router. Here we by the slash render home, which is just independent component which we see actually. In home we also import React SVG. So the application looks like that. And let's a little bit change architecture of this application. So because if your application became larger, it's really difficult to storage everything in one folder, and we change it and change a little bit razzle.config.js, so everything start work fine. Okay, let's continue. Again, I have update now. What's wrong with this VS Code today? Okay, now let's create architecture, small architecture with a small routing. So first of all, I would like to create client side and server, just two folder, server. And in the server we put a server file. I think just only this. If your editor suggests you rename something, that's okay, but we anyway go into all files and fix it. And main and client, I put everything else. Move, even that we use up and server and client side, but I put everything else. And what is here? In application I will not change everything, but in here I just left home and I remove this icon, don't need. We just do this. I create several folders. Here you can do everything like you want. Any design, you can use atomic design or something like that, but we use here home. We need new folder up and put everything what is about up. We have home, client, here I call main, here I call main, and after it we need to change all paths which we have. First of all, start with server. Here we should put we have folder, so server main, yeah, and everywhere we need server main. Server main, everywhere where we have, we should to set it. After it, here we import up. Now we have // client up, and inside, because we add folder, we have up. I don't see anything here anymore. Here we have ./up. In home everything is okay. In up just do like that, home and up CSS. So everything looks right, but if we will have any error, we will check when we start. After it, we should rewrite path for Razzle. Because of that, we should to go on getting started Razzle and quick start, introduction, where we should to go, documentation and documentation customization. So we need to add razzle.config.js, and we do that. Razzle not in client side, we should do it on global level, and inside of it we can rewrite options. We can do it like that, model exports, and here just explain options which we have. This is by default. Here we also can put server only, ISO serverless, server only, INSPA, other settings. But also we can start with TypeScript, Elm, Vue, etc. But we use React. And I need this because we need to rewrite modify paths. I need this thing, and what I do, I just copy everything what we have. A little bit more that I need, but okay, I will remove, put here. What is wrong? Why it's asked always again and again update. So I remove this, just I don't need webpack config for now. I just need modify paths. I don't need this. I need this, and I need this. Okay, console.log paths. I have here this, this 111 and let's start npm start, because I don't know what's wrong with you. I need to restart, sorry, but I restarted. Okay, later. I need modify path, but I never nowhere found how this path looks like. Documentation not super full. Because of that I do console.log, and let's look what I need to rewrite. So we have up server index.js and up client index.js, and I just rewrite them. So firstly I put path here, not modify it, and after it just through relative, I think, route, we use this. So for server side we need index, we have index here, everything now okay. For client we need just set main, and that's it. And I remove this console.log, I close all files, and let's try to start npm start and check that there is no any error. Yes, here is okay, but this is not everything. We also should to check console on client side that there is no error here. So we have home here by the center, because we have some styles here, I remove them, and we have styles here. Return, okay, everything is okay. Okay, what's next? Let's just add additional page and just try to play with it, and that's it. Okay, about, for example, page, I just copy these files because it's just the structure. Sorry, I copied a little bit more. Reveal in Finder, just like that, remove home. And here I have about, here I have about, here I have home, about, and after it in application, I think, yeah, we need just add additional route about, and put it here, about, and about. And also we should put here div, and let's add a navigation, so we could just switch between pages. I decided to create a navigation array, and it will be like ID one, URL, or two, it will slash, and title home, and after it I have everything the same. Here, second about, yes, navigation, map, here we have ID, URL, title, and here we have just a link, we need to import it from React. Here we have title, we have key is ID, because this is React and we need ID. We have two URL, and that's it, I think. And here let's add header, small semantic on our website, slash header, and nav slash nav. Okay, and after it, let's check that we a link is not defined. We just need to import it, reload, cool. And just small fix of CSS. I put here margin 20 pixels, just a little bit that it not look so awful. And here we have enough. I put display flex, align item, align gap 20 pixels, margin bottom 20 pixels. And last thing, so we already can go home, about, but I also want to add active link because of that, because it's very important, to be honest. I little bit change this HTML. I put here this thing, a little bit change. I need to get path name current. Of course, there are a lot of different ways to put to use active navigation. Actually, I even found in React routers that we have like nav link and it put active, but I need might be to play a little bit more, because when I use it, it's for all links it was like active. Might be because of home has slash, might be because of that. But anyway, I decided to use location, how it's hook, yes, from React Router DOM, and just compare. For example, we have class name here, and here I just will use my favorite library, which is class names, and if path name equal to URL, we have active, like that. But I need to import this class name. I create a little bit more structure here. Import from class names, and that's it. npm e save dev. And active, save dev, npm start. Everything is started. Reload. Class name is here, and I just added .active font weight bold. Just a small style of how we can recognize, yes, it, and how you see about, home about. And also we can check, for example, if we go on about, we reload this page, we go to tab network, we open about, and we look at here, and we see that here we have server HTML about, which is amazing. So, and that's it. We have server-side application with small architecture inside, so you can start to add quite easy websites, for example, your portfolio or etc. With this architecture. Just add additional URLs, for example, about, my works, and other things. Yeah, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If you're interested in Razzle and Razzle builder or things around it, please write a comment. If you have more suggestions or etc., also put a comment. And of course, not forget to subscribe on this channel, press bell icon and like button, and see you in next video. Bye bye, with your Elena Litvinova.